This is a product that is really vital for so many of us. Anybody out there that is on certain types of, if you suffer a lot with, let's say, heartburn or indigestion or GERD or lots of things like that, if you're concerned about the digestive system, let's get some Friendly Flora in there, Andrew.
Well, if you have to take antibiotics, some of us have to take antibiotics frequently. Even many of us don't realize those very, very effective pharmaceuticals that we take if we have GERD or acid reflux, the proton pump inhibitors. Those products change the pH, the acidity and alkalinity of our gastric environment, of our digestive system. And in so doing, they change the environment that our Friendly Flora will no longer be able to thrive in. So we have to pay very careful attention to our Friendly Flora, not just because of digestion, not because how it affects how we absorb nutrients and our regularity and how we feel in terms of digestion, but also in terms of our immune system. Friendly Flora is an integral part of our immune system, the barrier function of our immune system, keeping the things out that we don't want to enter our body, whether through our digestive system, whether through our respiratory system, our urogenital tract. The Friendly Flora, the probiotics, are absolutely critical to those tissues, those organs, those systems being protected. And also we now know that there is something called a gut-brain connection that so goes, it's not the idea in a gut-brain connection that if your gut doesn't feel well, you don't feel well. But on a much more subtle chemical level within your body, the role that the Friendly Flora, the secretions they create, the way our body functions, the chemicals that they generate, affects our nervous system, affects our brain. So part of being a healthy human being is trying to remember what it used to be a healthy human being, because our world has become so sanitized that we no longer get the probiotics with a normal diet, that there's no longer probiotics in our environment. Children, we used to play in the dirt and things like that. Now our parents tell us not to. Yeah. In fact, we know quite well that children raised in a very sanitized modern environment tend to have a greater instance of allergies and things like that, where they say you got to let kids be kids. So again, you can talk about your pediatrician or doctors about that, but just in general, the way we live is so sanitized, so sterilized, that we don't have an opportunity to proliferate, to have that Friendly Flora be that healthy tool in terms of our immune system, in terms of normal healthy digestion. You can't have normal healthy digestion, you can't have normal healthy immune system function without a healthy complement, a rich, healthy complement of Friendly Flora. And unfortunately, the way we eat, the way we live, that's something that just isn't occurring.
Andrew, wasn't it the case that there was Friendly Flora and then Ultimate Friendly Flora in the line?
Yeah, this is, and that's, I was just looking at the pricing on the chart in front of you. This is the Ultimate Friendly Flora, which provides significantly higher potency than our original Friendly Flora. And as you can see here, there's 25 billion colony-forming units per capsule. And per capsule of Friendly Flora, there's 5 billion.
Big difference.
So there's 5 times more here. It's roughly double the price of Friendly Flora, but you're getting 5 times more for double the price. And you're really getting a level that, because folks were taking multiple capsules of Friendly Flora. Right. If you still want it, we still have it. So rather than take multiple capsules, it was so much more affordable to offer it in a single capsule as we do here.
And folks, obviously with our extra special savings event, it's happening right now. That pricing all expires at midnight tonight. So we've had a wonderful weekend with Andrew, but it is coming to a close. Here's what the extra special savings look like. In just a couple hours, this is where the pricing will go to. If you're ordering it right now, that's where the pricing is. And as you can see, taking a look at the 180, normally you'd spend $130. Today it's under $90. That saves you $40, and we will pay to send it to you. All of Andrew's products are on free shipping at this moment in time. It's funny how many messages we get from folks that'll watch the show and then kind of start to shop the next day or the day after, and they'll message me and say, Adam, I want the free shipping, or why is the price not like what we saw? Whenever Andrew is here, you get the extra special savings. So now is the time to shop.
On everything, on everything. So we make sure that even if something isn't featured on television, it's always better to reorder it while I'm here. And the visits generally are brief. They start Saturday evening and they end Sunday night. This is an exception. We're doing, and I forgot there's a list of questions. I'm sure there must be here. Hopefully there's a list of questions. There are a number of questions that I wanted to answer that we got a whole bunch of them.
And so, we'll get those. Obviously this is a kind of an encore for us, and we love spending this time with you. Final thoughts on Ultimate Ultimate Friendly Flora, if you are somebody that is looking for just additional support, and we know in our diet we're not getting it, I'm somebody that, like you perhaps, has been on proton pump inhibitors and looking to do something better for me, more beneficial for me. I started taking Ultimate Friendly Flora about 2 years ago. I wouldn't be without it. I would not be without it. We don't realize, because we live day to day, but so many of us are not giving our bodies specifically what it needs, and that's where this kind of plays a huge role.
And I don't think most of us realize when we talk about friendly flora or probiotics that we have trillions of cells in our body. That's a lot of cells in our body. There are 100 trillion friendly organisms that we rely on in our body. I don't think we appreciate that. The fact that the way our digestive, what do they say, no man is an island?
Right.
The way our digestive system functions, friendly flora probiotics are an indispensable part of a healthy digestive system. If your digestive system struggles, it might pay attention to probiotics and to look at friendly flora. It doesn't have to be mine. What we do here is we keep it simple. By keeping it simple, we follow the most straightforward, the most validated science when it comes to probiotics. There are thousands of strains of probiotics. The strains you see on this chart are the most well established in terms of their benefits, in terms of their population, in terms of their consistency and efficacy in human beings. So that is the basis of this formula here. The names will probably be familiar: Lactobacillus acidophilus, Lactobacillus plantarum, Lactobacillus salivarius, and then Bifidobacterium lactis. And those little codes there, LA14, LP115, those are the codes for the specific species, the specific strains of those species.
Right.
And if you did research, you'll look at some of the research and they'll say that in a study positively looking at Lactobacillus, say, acidophilus, it was LA14 that delivered the desired benefits. So you need to pay attention to those things.
It's such a wonderful feeling, and I said this yesterday, but Andrew, knowing how much you do pour over the science and all the research